Before Walt Disney, before the Brothers Grimm, before Christ, the story of Cinderella existed. Except back then, Cinderella was named Rhodopis, and the character was based on a real-life Greek courtesan in the 6th century BCE. The actual Rhodopis never hung out with mice, but she did rub elbows with her fellow peasant, Aesop. You know, that Aesop? The one with all the fables? The fictional character, our proto-Cinderella, Rhodopis, was actually a slave toiling away not for some wicked stepfamily, but for some wicked Greek slave owners. One day, when she was bathing in a river, an eagle swooped in and snatched one of her slippers that she set aside. This eagle carried it all the way to Memphis, Egypt, home to the local king. Not to be confused with Memphis, Tennessee, home to the king Elvis Presley. As the eagle flew over the king, who at that moment was presiding over his court, the sandal slipped from the eagle's mouth and fell into the king's lap. The king examined the curvy sandal and thought the foot that wore that sandal was probably just as sexy. The sex appeal of the footwear, combined with the fact that the sandal actually fell from the sky as if a message from the gods, convinced the king he had to marry the woman whose foot matched this sandal. He tasked all of his men to search far and wide for someone whose foot fit the sandal. I have no idea how only Rhodopis' foot fit in this version, since it's a sandal. But the king's men were able to match only her foot to the sandal and brought her back to the king. Upon seeing her beauty, the king fell deeply in love and made her his queen at once. Then they lived happily ever after. The story proves how even back then, we loved tales of a nobody beating the odds and people with a healthy foot fetish.